Xin chào, my name is Don Lam. I'm a co-founder and CEO of the VinaCapital Group. And today, I want to share with you a few thoughts about how to revive the tourism industry in light of when Vietnam is recovering out of COVID-19. Tourism to Vietnam was booming until COVID-19 hit. We all saw the headline. Vietnam became one of the world's most popular destinations for international tourism. The country has been featured in over 100 articles around the globe, as well as on international TV networks like CNN. This attention led to a record number of travelers visiting the country in 2019. More than 18 million, in fact. Back in 2000, just 2 million foreign tourists visit. Today, the tourism sector accounts for 10 to 15% of GDP and employ approximately over 1.3 million Vietnamese people. In Vietnam as elsewhere, the outbreak has brought tourism to a standstill. We estimate the arrival could plunge by 60% into 2020, after falling nearly 40% the first 4 months of this year. We expect that it will take about 2 years for the industry to recover, just as it did after the 9/11 attack. This time frame depends on a range of uncertainty, including the ability of the airline industry to build up capacity, as well as the depth of the global recession. One idea to reboot the industry is safe haven tourism. 2 years is a long time. Even during the past economic recession, there have been consumers who have been the ability to take holidays. Although the current situation combines economic distress with a global health crisis, we are already seeing indication that some people are keen to get traveling once again. A survey conducted in Tier 1 city in China found that nearly half say they want to travel abroad this year. In the US, a survey found a lower number of people wanting to travel overseas, likely due to the fact that the outbreak continues to be hot there. Nevertheless, it appears that some level of demand will resume in the near future. The key to encouraging people to travel again lies in the ability to minimize the risk as best as possible. People are not going to travel if they fear they could become ill. This is one reason we believe that Vietnam will benefit. The country's success in managing the outbreak had gained headline around the world. The government's early and proactive response has been effective, especially compared to the other more developed countries. Potential tourists may be more confident traveling to a destination with a proven record of success. What is a safe haven tourism? To that end, we are proposing the concept of safe haven tourism. This concept aims to provide a high degree of confidence and trust both for the visitor and the destination that health and safety are addressed. This measure would be implemented at all steps of the journey. Visitors would be tested for COVID before flying to Vietnam, similar to a program that Emirates Air is reporting looking into. These tourists would stay at a designated self-contained resort, where the staff are also frequently tested. These large integrated properties would need to provide a range of attraction and activity to keep guests occupied, such as beach, water sport, and gaming, to name a few. Procedure would be in place in terms of managing delivery from supplier, disinfection, and other measures designed to safeguard health. The concept could conceivably be expanded to the entire island, like Phu Quoc, enabling tourists to enjoy all it has to offer. A safe haven tourism zone like that would require contact tracing procedure, geo-tracking app on mobile phone, and standard social distancing measure. So who are the potential safe haven tourists? Where will the potential safe haven tourists will come from? Well, Chinese and Korean are the most likely visitor. Prior to the outbreak, tourists from these two countries made up almost half of all foreign tourist arrival to Vietnam. Further, both of these countries, along with Hong Kong and Taiwan, have also been effective in controlling the outbreak there. For many of these tourists, gaming is a popular activity, and Vietnam is the only safe and easy to visit destination and region to offer that. Another target audience are engaged or newlywed couple who may not have been able to hold their wedding and celebration due to social distancing and other restrictions. Vietnam's beautiful destination will enable those couples, their family, and friends to celebrate properly and safely. Finally, Vietnam's status as safe haven could further appeal to tourists who may not have necessarily thought about visiting the country in the past. Its accessibility and ability to manage the outbreak could be very inviting. So it's an opportunity for us to attract new tourists coming to Vietnam. A focus on further developing domestic tourism. So that one concept around restarting the international tourism, while it may take some time for that idea to become reality, in the meantime, there are a number of opportunities to boost domestic tourism. Local tourism has been growing steadily, 7% per year in fact, but it doesn't always get the same level of attention that international tourism does. In 2019, 40% of the sector revenue come from Vietnamese tourists. 40%, it's a large number. Since it may be more difficult for Vietnamese to travel abroad, promoting travel here is obvious and relatively easy. However, this situation requires some new thinking about how to help this market to get going again. For example, while flight and intercity bus service are now able to fill their seat, will there be as many flights? Domestic tourists also tend to stay at 2 to 3 star property, many of which are SME. Are there ways to assist those businesses? Finally, are there other destinations that can be improved and promoted? Vietnamese tourists tend to visit the same place year after year, like Đà Lạt, Nha Trang, and Da Nang and Vũng Tàu, which was reportedly mobbed during the public holiday weekend in early May. Vietnam has so much to offer. How can the government and the private sector do more to promote other destinations and locations? Implementing best practice to help ensure safety. Vietnamese tourists want the same thing as international ones, confidence that the place they visit are promoting and maintaining safety. Recently, the Tourism Advisory Board made a number of recommendations to the Prime Minister addressing that issue as related to transport, accommodation, restaurant, and attraction. The recommendation cover things like disinfection and cleaning, frequent temperature check for guests and employees alike, the continued use of masks, the completion of health declaration, and maintaining a safe distance. Service provider would be inspected to ensure compliance with best practice. Additionally, the Ministry of Culture, Sport and Tourism and the Vietnam National Tourism Administration have launched the Vietnamese People Travel in Vietnam program to promote domestic travel. While the program name may not roll out the tongue in English, we are encouraged to see such a quick initiative from the government. The new normal requires a new approach to tourism. There's so much about this disease that is unknown or uncertain, and it's clear that the world will be affected until it's better understood, a vaccine or other treatment when it's available. But until then, much of the world will return to some form of new normal, with precautions in place to help protect people as they get on with their livelihood. Tourism is an important part of Vietnam's economy, as is for many other countries, and people's desire to explore and experience new places will always exist. The key is to find a new way to reasonably allow that to happen, with a focus on prevention and control of the disease, while fully recognizing that complete safety can never be guaranteed in any part of life. Local tourists will jumpstart Vietnam tourism industry. Safe haven tourism is a way to reboot international tourism. Promoting them together should enable Vietnam tourism sector to start recovering earlier and faster than in other places. The government recognizes that, and together with the private sector, are working to find solutions that protect the health of the Vietnamese people, of tourists, and of the economy. Thank you.